successful trading.
Our traders in our Discord room are recording 10 baggers week in and week out. Our one-on-one coaching featuring FlowAlgo, technical analysis, position sizing, and risk management.
While we learn to trade options as a beginner.
Hello and welcome to Successful Trading for this weekly summary performance of our trading alerts. So right off the back, you are waiting. We're not going to delay this. We had a rough week. The week was rough in the sense that there's no clear direction to the market for most of these. A lot of them just did sideways. But the key thing was, there were 10 baggers, but we're going to put an asterisk next to them. Yeah, and I'm not even counting them. I'm not incrementing this week. So for us this week, let's say the average percentage move per trade was 6.7%. And the win load percentage by our standards, Oh, by the way, Mr. Lewis, it's all good. We know that, right? So folks, hey, Mr. Lewis is actually one of the followers on Twitter. We appreciate that, and we appreciate for asking his question. I was having a one-on-one coaching with another Mr. Lewis, not the one with the comments about the win percentage, and we were joking about that. So it's all good, guys. There's no beef going on with that. As a matter of fact, this is an official invitation for Mr. Lewis to join us in our Discord room. So just send me an email, sir, from the website. I will give you access to our Discord room. That's no problem there. So back to our performance. By our standard here, this is the lowest is at zip, right? The difference, let's say, between this week and let's say week 2, for instance, where the win loss was 60%, is that the average move per trade was high, meaning that some trades actually help the average, right? Because this number being an average. Then we're going to go into the detail on here. These are the trades for the week that starts in July 27. When we analyze them on here, we know for a fact that this one, for instance, was a big win from Tuesday, right? A lot of our traders, and you could have gotten quick 600%. Yes. So this 13.5% equate, because we can tell you that, right? Equate over 60% gain on the option there as of Tuesday. The rest of the week, this is what happened the rest of the week on some of these. Look, if that's how our percentage is this, because a bunch of them, they never crossed that 4% criteria. This one, for instance, I think the gain I saw there on the option, the highest was like 57%, because implied volatility on a low stock like this one. So Square gave this a win on the call side, and Facebook, both Facebook and PayPal gave the so-called 10 baggers. But for us, we are not going to take that into account today, just because they had earnings, right? So that jump on earnings is not something that our system is based on. So our system is not based on earnings. Our system is the stock happened to have earnings that week. Hey, it alerted, so we have to report it. And people who took the trade, you could have gotten a 10 bagger, but for us, really, statistically, we put that one with a header. This one, another one that there were earnings and actually went like up and then down before coming down. So the second day we were able to salvage some of the call on that we had on there. So who else? Delta. I don't know who calls it Dallas. Delta was decent, but nothing our usual standards. So our usual standards is really typically the option will pay north of 300-400%. Yeah. So that was what made the week tough, and the market was just really crazy. If you look at if you say there's a correlation between the overall market and let's say individual stock here, for instance, the move that SPY did on Friday, just this by alone, my friend, will keep you. There's nothing into this. For us, we had a technique that we use on earnings that if we were to use here on SPY, we would have made 11 cents. The 322 were 11 cents somewhere here by a technique of selling them. We tried that technique on Facebook and Apple on Friday. That didn't take. We didn't even get a feel on Apple. But that's fine. We will come back to live another day. Yeah. So after 10 weeks then, our stat barely didn't change that much, right? We're still averaging 13 trades, 12.7 more precisely, number of trades per week. This average was actually from last week here, 9.1, but we left 9 there, so it's about 9, still 9. And standard deviation is the same. Number of 10 baggers, we are not counting Facebook and PayPal, just because, hey, we can count whatever we want. So we close the first 2 months at an average of, let's get that, yeah, the Mr. Lewis stand metric, 84.4% percentage win. But hey, we are really looking forward to August. For those who haven't joined us, who are still on the fence, come get a chat, get your question answered. People are telling me that, oh, out of the feedback that I'm getting, like this morning, we had 2 people who signed up who were like, well, your system we gave it the thumbs up the moment that you are willing to have a session where the people can answer the question. Yeah, you go to our website, the appointment calendar is there. You schedule your appointment with us, and that's our opportunity for us to do some vetting on you as well. Yeah, we do vetting. Yeah, no, we're not hiding that. So he's like, what? You are doing vet? You are refusing trade? Yeah, we have the right to refuse traders. I'm not going to tell you why we are refusing traders. So that's for me to find out. I'm going to be asking you questions, but for you, your question can be answered specifically. What you expect out of a subscription trade alerts service, right? Because they come in different shapes and color. Well, the most of the one that we know, they do whatever that they can to get you at the door, and then after, no, for us, definitely not. We will be checking up on you to ask you how you are doing. Yeah, can you handle that? Or you'll be like, oh, you're not surprised by such dedication to our members. And definitely, as you know by now, instead of spoon feeding you your entire life, we want to provide you with the knowledge, technical knowledge, abilities, emotional support, whatever that you need in order for you to thrive with or without us. Really, at the end of the day, that's what matters. So, yeah, tough week. We put it in the rear mirror. There's still a week of earnings, actually 2 weeks of earning kind of in earnest, but still they're going to be. So we're looking for some opportunities really before the earning season is over. Let's try to crank that technique that we have used now. How many times have we used it? We did that on Netflix, didn't go. Facebook didn't go. The third time shall be the charm. Let's plan for that. Well, thank you, YouTube subscribers. We not just the subscribers for successful trading alerts or services, but the YouTube subscribers, because it starts that way, right? So the order is people usually watch our YouTube. That's the other Mr. Lewis who just joined. He told us that this morning. So he has been watching our pre-market show. Did you know that we have a pre-market show every morning at 8:45 Eastern? So you can catch that as a playback, and while we are live, we actually see the number of playback. But come say hello in our chat room, get your question answered, whatever that it's holding you back from giving it a go, and we will ensure that we give you the tools and the necessary resources to take your trading to the next level. Until then, wherever you are watching from, have a great day, a great morning, a great evening. I know people, somebody was telling us they watch videos for hours on this YouTube. People know a lot about us as successful trading that we may think. So there's certain things that people are telling you, you said this and that. Hey, folks, there's no hiding. Everything is there on the go. We appreciate your time. Thank you to the 451 subscribers. Like yesterday, folks, 4 months ago, we were barely making it to 100. So let alone now, 450. So what's the ceiling here, my friend? Where's the ceiling? We shall find out on the next episode of a summary of performance for successful trading subscription trade alerts. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.